Time to solve math problems that felt difficult and difficult. Don't worry anymore, Whistle Education will solve it. But, what is Whistle Education? And what is the program called Self-Study Math of Whistle Education? A new concept pattern math study program that makes you learn while blowing a whistle. Now, shall we explain Whistle Education and Self-Study Math? First, what is Whistle Education? When students learn, I wanted to make it really exciting and enjoyable, not difficult and boring learning. So I named it Whistle Education. Whistle Education is designed to help you learn the following facts naturally. It is important to solve math problems one by one in order. But it is time-saving and efficient to understand and approach the entire problem structure in advance. Whistle Education aims to teach students more than just learning math. It is also important to look at the trees one by one. However, I would like to make you learn naturally that only if you develop an eye to see the forest, you can see a bigger world and do things efficiently. Whistle Education. It's not just make a math textbook company. It contains the philosophy of the developer, who wants to see trees while living in the future, but to show the forest before that. Second, what is self-study math? Mathematics is a subject that requires a stronger foundation than other subjects, because the level of difficulty increases step by step based on the basics. Therefore, even if it is a student who is burdened with the progress of the school year in the current state, anyone will be interested in mathematics if they steadily step on from the basics. And based on the confidence that comes from here, you will be able to do math better through the courage and sense of achievement to challenge more difficult problems. Self-study math focuses on constructing math operations to make it easier to understand and discover problem patterns on your own. This allows students to create an environment where they can learn on their own with confidence. The self-study math is designed to convert students' passive learning participation into active and active learning participation through the introduction of self-directed learning problems that are differentiated from the existing textbook composition. Thirdly, let's look into the features of self-study math. First, cultivate confidence in problem solving based on detailed basic concepts and principles. When solving a newly introduced concept or problem, provide detailed explanations only for areas requiring explanation of the principle, and refrain from other unnecessary explanations as much as possible. Second, maximizing learning effect through stepping leg learning method. Function as a buffer to improve learning comprehension and fine-grained difficulty control. Thirdly, it increases thinking ability and promote complete learning through creative problem questioning and solution activities. Through self-directed learning problems in which the person questions and solves problems by himself or herself. It leads to active and active participatory learning away from passive learning that simply solves a given problems. Fourth, 4-step programmatic textbook composition. Introduction. Basic learning. Intensive targeting. Self-directed learning. It boosts confidence based on a thorough basic understanding of problem solving. After that, it is guided to solve problems quickly and accurately through pattern learning. Finally, through the activities of self-proposed and solving problems, it inspires a sense of challenge to challenge new problems. Fourth, textbook composition of self-study math. Main textbook. 85 courses, 10 units. 5,800 pages. Academic Achievement Examination Paper. 2 types. Based on grade level, unit level. Answer sheet. 87 types. 2 types of subtraction and addition, parts of the same denominator. How about take a time to look at the sample textbook? It will help to you understand that the textbook composition and features of the self-study math. From now on, I will show you sample textbooks related to addition. This textbook is designed to help you discover the rules of inversion during the problem-solving process. This textbook is structured so that you can discover the rules of calculation by arranging related problems on the left and right. This textbook focuses on learning addition calculation, which is 2 digits plus 1 digit. This book is structured to discover the rules for handling tens digits by placing the 2 numbers with carryover equally on the left and right. This book is structured to discover the rules for handling tens digits by placing the 2 numbers with carryover equally on the left and right. This textbook is a process of creating and solving problems based on what you learned earlier. Through this process, it is designed to improve problem-solving skills. Let's take a look at the sample textbook for fractions courses. This textbook explains the process of adding fractions with the same denominator in detail, so that it can be applied to the addition calculation of fractions with the same denominator. This textbook focuses on learning the addition of fractions with the same denominator. This textbook focuses on the addition of mixed fraction and proper fraction with the same denominator. This textbook focuses on learning how to add mixed fractions with the same denominator. This textbook is structured to discover calculation rules by arranging the addition of fractions with the same denominator in the form of addition of proper fractions, addition of proper fraction and mixed fraction, and addition of mixed fractions. This textbook is a self-directed learning process that creates and solves addition problems of mixed and proper fractions based on what you learned earlier. It's time to look at sample textbooks related to decimals. In this textbook, using the same 2 numbers, the addition of natural numbers is arranged on the left, and the addition of decimals is arranged on the right, to induce the discovery of the rule of adding decimals naturally. This textbook is designed to discover the rule of calculating the addition of decimals by arranging the addition of proper decimals on the left, and the addition of mixed decimal and proper decimal on the right. This textbook is designed to discover the rules for calculating the addition of decimals by arranging the addition of mixed decimal and proper decimal on the left, and the addition of mixed decimals on the right. This textbook focuses on the addition of mixed decimals with retraction. This problem is structured to discover a rule of how the decimal point changes, depending on how many digits are all below the decimal point while the product of any 2 numbers is determined. It is a self-directed learning problem frame, in which you create and solve multiplication problems of decimals by filling in blanks by yourself. Finally, Let's look at a sample textbook about ratio and proportions. This section explains the concept of ratio and how to read and express it. In this course, you will learn how to classify ratios into comparison quantities and reference quantities, and express them in various ways. This is a learning to find a reference quantity. After classifying the given ratio into a comparison quantity and a reference quantity. This is a study that explains two properties of ratio with examples. This is the process of solving problems using properties of ratio. This is a self-directed learning process that creates and solves problems using the properties of ratio and proportion, based on what we learned earlier. Did you have a great time? When you feel that learning math operation is difficult, please find self-study math. Good and subscription are always welcome. Press it. Thank you.